Hi everyone, welcome to SKR Yoga and Wellness. My name is Sam and this is my YouTube channel. So this video is not a full class, this is just a tutorial on how to do headstands. If you are learning for the first time and you have that fear of rolling over, I would suggest doing this against a wall so that fear is eliminated until you get the strength and you get the muscle memory to hold yourself there and give it a try in the center. So there are two different variations you can do for a headstand. One is a cradle position with your arms as such, so interlacing your fingers. The other is called a tripod. So I'm going to show you both variations. Try both and see which works better for you. So the first one I'm going to do is the one that I actually prefer, which is a cradle variation. So what you're going to do is you're going to interlace your fingers, whichever way is comfortable, and you're going to place your elbows on the floor with your hands in kind of a triangle position. And then from here, you're going to place the very center of the crown of your head down on the floor. It's very important that you reach the center of your head and we're not angling our neck in a funny way. We want to stack our spine right on top of the floor so that when we eventually extend all the way up, we're not kinking our neck in any funny way. So the first step to go up into a headstand is actually just to bring your knees in and make a tight little ball off the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I make my cradle position, top of the head goes down. I'm going to lift my hips up and walk my feet in as close as I can. And then I'm just going to lift one knee up and then try and bend the second knee, coming into a tight little ball here. And it helps if you really push into your shoulders and try to push your shoulders away from your ear. And then from here, if you feel comfortable, you try to extend your legs all the way up. And to come out of it, once again, finding that tight ball position with the knees. And then one by one, placing the feet down on the floor. Coming into a child's pose, just to recenter before we come on up. So that's a really great way to progress when you're first learning. Just start with that tight ball position to start, and then as you feel more comfortable, try to extend the legs more and more. Eventually, when you feel super strong and super stable, you can try going up and down in that headstand with straight legs all the way up and straight legs all the way down. It takes a little bit more control, but with time and with practice it comes. So that is the cradle variation. Next I'm going to show you is tripod. So how to do this, it's similar but a little bit different. So you're basically going to make a triangle with your hands and your head. So your hands are going to be placed shoulder width distance apart on the mat, and your head is going to go a few inches in front of that. The most common mistake made with this variation is that people put their hands and their head in one line, and that makes a very narrow base, which makes it much harder to balance and much easier to kink at the neck. So you want to make a wide base, so you're bringing your forehead in front of where your hands are. And what we're going to do with the legs is exactly the same. So first we come into a tight little ball, then we extend the legs, then we come back to that tight ball and come back to the floor. So I'm going to make that tripod, hands come onto the floor, really spread your fingers wide, and then place the top of your head a few inches in front of your hands. You go into this the same way, so first lifting your hips, and then walking your feet in. You can rest your right knee on your right elbow, and then left knee on your left elbow. And this is stage one. If you'd like to continue, you stretch the legs all the way up to the ceiling. Use the pressure of your hands pushing into the floor to help you balance here. And then to come out, bending the knees back in and placing the feet back down on the floor, finding child's pose. And back up to a seated position. So yeah, that's it for the headstand tutorial. As I said, this is not a pose that happens overnight. It is something that takes a lot of practice and a lot of time. So break it down, really start from the beginning. First start using the wall right up against something that's going to support you, and just start in that really tight compressed ball position before you try to find any kind of extension. If you feel any pain whatsoever in your neck or in your spine as you do this, just skip it, it's not worth it. Just you want to take care of your neck and your spine. But if you don't feel any pain and you want to progress and really want to get this posture, then time and patience is definitely needed. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. If you liked this video, please like, and of course subscribe to SKR Yoga and Wellness. Thanks guys.